Welcome back to Crazy Brave Homeschool. My name is Ashley. I am a homeschooler to a second grader and a TKer, and this is our third year homeschooling. Excuse the paper cup. I don't normally drink coffee out of paper cups at home, but I was gonna go out and it started to rain and I thought I'm gonna skip it and shoot this video instead. So I'm gonna have a curriculum reveal coming out soon about our choices for next school year. I know, it's early, but I'm excited. I've been doing a lot of research and put a lot of thought into this. And I feel, just like I said last year, I feel very certain about our choices. But before revealing those new picks, I wanted to kind of back up and go through the programs that we decided to drop or have not started at all and may never. And that's because anyone who's following me and has watched my curriculum reveal videos, you know that I'm kind of a curriculum junkie and I love all the cool, new eclectic stuff out there, particularly stuff that is not super mainstream, although you will for sure see some mainstream stuff in here. But I just wanted to catch you up because if you've seen those videos, I don't want to mislead anyone thinking that, we're using these programs and really enjoying them. Because I guess the fact is we didn't. So again, before throwing a bunch of new curriculum at you, I thought let's just back up, catch up a little bit about where we are, and particularly what we decided not to use. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is in no particular order because this is just a stack of stuff. So I'm just gonna start at the top. I got these beginning geography workbooks from Evan Moore. I can't say what exactly inspired this, other than maybe, we weren't really loving the U.S. geography from Beautiful Feet, even though we're continuing that program. I think maybe I wanted to just bring in something kind of supplemental, especially for my son, because he's younger, so he's not getting as much out of that Beautiful Feet program. I thought these might be more fun. But honestly, the fact is, I got the, we only have used these for the animal geography unit that I did. And even then, they didn't really like the sheets that I chose. So we maybe did 4 sheets out of this. We haven't picked it up again yet. I have 2 of them. I think I'll keep them around through next year, just in case, whatever we're using for geography isn't working. But nah. I mean, I'm not that surprised. We're not a huge workbook family, but anyway, this, not so much. Okay, so the Usborne Creative Writing Book. I actually still really would like to try to use this next year. I got this prematurely, before my daughter, my second grader, was writing on her own. And I saw it on another YouTube channel and I thought that it looked really fun just to kind of get those creative writing juices going, and it has a lot of different prompts and stuff. So I'm definitely going to keep it around, but the fact is my daughter's still not writing on her own, and so this would just it's just too mature for her. So I'm hoping that in 3rd grade next year we can come back to this, but also, and I'm going to be getting more into this, but we are taking even more of a Charlotte Mason approach next year, and there's a whole kind of method and philosophy to when to introduce creative writing and how. And so I'm really not sure how seriously I'll take this book. I really just want to see if she likes it, and she can probably just do it on her own time once she starts writing. But we may never get to it. Okay, teach your child to read. As you guys know, I've brought this up several times. This didn't work for my second grader. My son is in the very early stages of learning how to read, my TKer. So I'm going to keep this around just in case it's a good fit for him. But I do have other plans for him. I'm just keeping this around just in case. But chances are we will never come back to this program. Sadly, the Hearth Magic Guide, Charlotte's Web, My second grader was just not into Charlotte's Web at all. I think she's actually starting to come around to talking we that whole, I can't, what's the word? I don't know, not personification, but the other word. So we just we didn't get very far in this guide, but this does also come with farm math, and it's really geared towards younger years. So I might use that supplement that came with this for my son. And who knows, maybe he will be more into Charlotte's Web. Maybe I'll introduce that in, say, like the first grade for him, and maybe we can come back to this. But so far, no plans to do the Charlotte's Web Hearth Magic Guide. All right, these awesome math programs from Beauty of Play. A lot of you following me probably know that this Waldorf inspired math program did not go terribly well for us, mostly just because it didn't have enough hand holding for me. It's really just like, so there's multiplication and division, quality of numbers, which is for the younger years, numbers 1 through 12, and then addition and subtraction, introduction to addition and subtraction. I'm not letting these go yet because there are some great ideas in here. If our Right Start Math with my daughter or The Good and the Beautiful with my son starts to dry up, or we need to take a week off or something, I'm keeping these around because they do have some really great ideas, activities, projects. But I just couldn't use it as a standalone like I think some people can. But I'm still holding on to them. I just don't know if we will ever really get back to these. All right. Spelling You See. So I got this with the intention of using it for my second grader. What happened was it was going fine. She didn't love it, but we were doing it like 4 days a week and really trying to follow the rigorous schedule that it that it encourages. But her reading was just really struggling, and I had to find a way to streamline our language arts way down, just bring it way back. We were doing, and you'll see a grammar program and spelling, and then the phonics and a handwriting, and I don't know, I think I even have a vocabulary program. So it was just way too much, and her reading was really struggling. So anyway, we just dialed way back. I pulled this because I started just implementing spelling within the McGuffey readers. And now we're doing, working on some spelling in the foundational phonics program that we use. So I don't know if I'll come back to this. We did do it I did not like it, but, this isn't even the right workbook. It comes with 2 workbooks. I don't know. We got through maybe a fifth of the first workbook. But I think what I just didn't love about it was that it made way more sense to me to do spelling within our phonics program because it's just a more holistic approach. It's here she's learning to read these words. Let's learn to spell the same words because she is still at such an introductory kind of level with reading. Once she starts to read more fluently, it does make sense to me to learn how to spell easier words because it would be very difficult to start spelling bigger words, even if she's reading them. This is what I've heard anyway. So I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I think right now it makes more sense for her to learn to spell the words that she's reading. But I guess I'll keep this around and maybe it'll be a good fit at some point if we need it. But honestly, I don't see us coming back to this. All right, Beautiful Mundo. I know I haven't shown this one in a while. We started this spring term of last year, and I remember when I was bringing it in, I was like, I don't even know where I'm gonna fit Spanish. There is just no room. We did start it and got through 6 weeks, or maybe 5 weeks. My kids just weren't ready for it. My daughter had no interest in learning Spanish. I still don't think she does. We are introducing foreign language next year, and I have a curriculum for it that I was planning to just, use this to supplement that program with, and I'll reveal that in a later video. So because this comes with like the teacher guide and like 3 workbooks and a bunch of books. But the thing too is that like it kind of was just like full of a bunch of ideas, and there's no way that we could get through them all in 1 week. So then I would pick and choose the ones that I thought we should do. But again, there's just not a lot of hand holding. And I'm coming to learn that like in some ways I like following a script for a subject that I don't feel entirely comfortable with teaching. And so it just, I needed something a little bit more, a program that was a little bit more organized. So if we continue to learn Spanish next year, or if we start again, I think I will bring this into supplement because it has a lot of great stuff about it, but I just like don't even know how to wrap my head around this right now. So we'll see. Okay, so this was the vocabulary little program I brought in for her at the beginning of the year. This was going fine. The deal is that I had a dictionary we were using, you choose a word, and then like you define it in all of these creative ways. But my daughter's not writing yet, right? So like I would have her write the word, and then maybe once in a while she would write a little bit of something else. But it just felt like too much busy work while we were just still struggling to get her reading more fluently. And just squeezing something like this in was just difficult. I wouldn't say it went poorly though. I mean, she was enjoying it. I just didn't see where we could continue doing it. It just felt like too much. On top of that, we pretty much go over vocabulary anyway within her reading program. And I know next year we're going to be going over vocabulary in a really creative way. And so I don't think we're coming back to this. Maybe down the road, if I need a vocabulary resource, we have this and I will hold on to it, but I do not foresee coming back to it. Okay, growing with grammar. I haven't shown this in a while either. We did quit this at the same time that we quit the spelling you see and the vocabulary. Because again, we just had way too many language arts components going on where it made way more sense to me to embrace all of the language arts components into the McGuffey Reader. So we essentially started doing that, and we still, I know it's a little muddy right now. We kind of stepped away from the McGuffies to get her more phonics practice with foundational phonics. But I am still using first language lessons, and that covers grammar. And really with the Charlotte Mason method, introducing a lot of workbook stuff with grammar is not recommended. For some reason, I heard on YouTube from some family that this is a great complement or pairs well with first language lessons. But now that I've really gotten to know first language lessons, that's not the case, because this starts going over concepts in this workbook that first language lessons does not touch in book 1. So, or level 1. So this was like additional grammar lessons on top of what we were already doing. I might keep this, but I do have a different grammar program workbook that I want to use next year. So like, I don't know, it's like you spend money on this stuff. It could be really useful, but maybe just down the road. All right. This is a Fun Schooling notebook. If you guys have not heard of Fun Schooling, I encourage you to look it up. She is a homeschool mom, who has created, probably even more than this, a ton of these interest-led workbooks. And so I think her kids, that she was a very interest-led, inspired homeschooler. And so this one specifically is all about endangered, extinct, and legendary animals. And my daughter is really into wildlife conservation and wildlife rehabilitation, and learning what she can to help endangered animals. So I thought that this was going to be really cool for our animal unit. But yet again, she's not writing on her own. And so this was just asking too much of her. We did start working on one animal in here. I can't remember. Oh, it was right there. But it was just too much. It was just too much. We just had way too much going on. So when she starts writing again, she can just do on her own time. I think that she will enjoy this. But essentially, it's like a research journal. You're like researching these endangered and extinct animals. Okay, so all about reading. We never started this level 2. I got it with the intention of using this as my daughter's main phonics this year. When Treasure Hunt Reading and Teach Your Child went down the drain. So I was like all set to start using this, and then I found the McGuffies, and we just took a totally different approach with language arts. So I even made the whole binder for this. I cut out all the pages. I cut out all the little activities. I might sell it. This I can't sell because it technically belongs to our charter school, but the workbook that I put all together, I can sell. If anyone's interested, maybe let me know. But I kind of want to hold on to it for the rest of the year, just in case we need it. But I really just I don't see us going to All About Reading. I really don't. And then lastly, Biology for the Grammar Stage. This I've shown recently in one of my videos. I did a review and then I updated y'all to let you know that we were no longer using it. This is a classical science curriculum that just requires way too much busy work. There is a lab manual that it's not just for labs, for your experiments, but it's like documenting every little thing that you learned about that week on that particular topic. And again, my daughter's not writing, and so it was just too much busy work. I didn't want to do the scribe for her for all of that. And we just do a lot of natural science otherwise. And we're starting a bird unit for spring term. So I dropped this gladly. I was not very inspired by this program. And we might pick it up if the bird unit dries up before the end of the year. I might do a bit of the anatomy unit out of this because we haven't done any anatomy. And then there is the last quarter of this book is about botany, and we are studying botany next year. So I might come back to this for the experiments, I think the experiments were the most positive part of this program. So I wouldn't mind using it for that. But for everything else, I don't know. Yeah, I think we're done with this program. Okay, so that's it. Had I spent my own money on this stuff, I probably would have used it more, or maybe not quit so early. We are a part of a charter school. They offer us funding to cover our curricula. And then we just have to send back the non-consumable stuff. So I don't feel terrible that we didn't use this stuff. It does feel a little consumptive because it's just now sitting on my shelf and it's bothering me looking at it. And I'm I don't even know if we're ever going to use this. So that part kind of sucks. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm really happy with what we have going on, but I just wanted to at least catch you guys up. I wanted to make sure that y'all knew what we were not using anymore based on, a lot of those past curriculum reveal videos. So stay tuned for my picks for the 25-26 school year. I don't know when I'm going to launch the video, but probably really soon. Okay, hope you guys had a great holiday season, and I'll talk to you soon.